A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I seek refuge in Allah from the outcast shaitan. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious and most merciful. Salamun alaikum, dear Muslim believers. In Quran, we are commanded not to divide ourselves into sects. Thus, dividing religion into sects is against God's commandment. Those who divide into sects like Shia, Sunni, Deobandi, Ahle Hadith, Barelvi, Sufis, Salafis, Wahhabis, Barelvis, Sufis are termed as idol worshippers and not members of Islam. For example, in chapter number 3, Surah Al Imran, verse number 109, God says, وَأَعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold to the rope of Allah, all of you, and do not be divided. In chapter number 6, Surah Anam, verse number 159, God says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ فَرَّقُوا دِينَهُمْ وَكَانُوا شِيَعًا لَّسْتَ مِنْهُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ إِنَّمَا أَمْرُهُمْ إِلَى اللَّهِ ثُمَّ يُنَبِّئُهُم بِمَا كَانُوا يَفْعَلُونَ. Those who divide themselves into sects do not belong with you. Their judgment rests with God. Then He will inform them of everything they had done. In chapter number 30, Surah Rum, verse number 31, God says, Munibina ilayhi wattaquhu wa aqimus salata wa la takunu minal mushrikeen. You shall submit to Him, reverence Him, observe the contact prayers, salat, and whatever you do, do not ever fall into idol worship. In verse number 32, God says, Minal lazina farraku deenahum wakanu shi'a kullu hizbim bima ladayhim farihun. Do not fall in idol worship like those who divide their religion into sects, each party rejoicing with what they have. We learn from these verses dividing religion into sects is akin to falling into idol worship, an unforgivable sin and obvious shirk. It doesn't matter what a person call his or her sect. It is not authorized by God. God condemns all sects. Now the main question is, who are we? We are submitters, Muslims in Arabic. We believe that God alone is worthy of worship and that we have to abandon all kinds of idols. We believe that Quran is fully detailed as God says, and that we should not follow any other sources besides the Quran. Now we need to ask ourselves, do we need sects like Shia, Sunni, Wahhabis and so on? Do we need sects? Now we need to ask ourselves is why there are several religions and sects. What sets them apart? If all uphold God's revelation and follow God's commandment, will not they all be united and not different at all? What sets these different sects apart is mainly the human factor and the upholding of various sources besides the Quran. For example, traditional Muslims uphold multitude hadith books like Bukhari, Muslim, Tirmizi, Abu Dawud, Ibn Majah and so on besides the Quran. Traditional Muslims uphold multitude hadith books besides the Quran. In addition to that, some start following writings of various scholars and religious leaders that go against God's revelation. Now, another question is, was Prophet Ibrahim or Prophet Muhammad the member of a sect? Again, if we start to think about Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Musa alayhi salam, Prophet Isa alayhi salam, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, we realize that they were never a member of any sects. They were simply Muslims, submitters, Muslims in Arabic, devoted to God alone. These sects were formed much after these prophets of God had departed. Thus, a person who abides by the Quran says, I am a submitter, Muslim, not I am Shia nor I am Sunni. And people also forget that in Quran God commanded us to obey the religion of Prophet Ibrahim, follow the religion of Prophet Ibrahim. So if we follow the religion of Prophet Ibrahim as God commanded us in chapter number 3 verse number 95, so we call ourselves what Prophet Ibrahim called himself, a submitter Muslims in Arabic. People, anyone claiming to be Shia, Sunni, Wahhabi, Deobandi, Salafi, Ahl Hadith is mistaken or disbelieves God's revelation. May Allah protect us from creating sects and falling into idols. Inshallah, we'll see you next time. Salamun alaikum.